Hi, it's Kari Mathews of Prairie Quilting. Today we're working on my quilt, Grand Old Flag. The pattern is available through my website, prairiequilting.com. And the fabric I used for this is really fun, patriotic fabric. It's called American Valor by Cheryl Haynes for Benartex. Okay, and today we're going to be working on the star block here. So let's go ahead and get started, but I'd like to just thank our military people out there that preserve our freedoms for us. We really appreciate that. So thank you. Okay, for our star block, we're going to be making half square triangle units. Okay, so we're matching up navy, and this one will be kind of the middle pinwheel fabric. Okay, and we're matching them up with different, gray beiges, different prints. So this one's, there's a star print, and then we have this lighter star as well. Okay, so we got that. We got some different combinations here. So this is where you can have fun, make it as scrappy as you want. We got a fun plaid here, and yeah, just different combinations. So have fun playing with your fabrics. Okay, so we need 16 half square triangle units for this block. So we're going to go ahead and start matching these up and drawing our diagonal line. And we'll go ahead and sew on both sides of that line 1/4 inch away from the line. Okay, and we'll be making 6 of these star blocks. So we're going to go ahead and sew 1/4 inch on both sides of that line. All right, and then we're going to turn around and come back the other way. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and cut these apart. Okay, we're going to cut on that line. So if you want, you can use just scissors or a rotary cutter. The biggest thing, don't cut through the seam. Let's go ahead and press. We're going to go ahead and press toward the blue on all of these. And this is the fun scrappiness of this quilt here. I remember parades in my hometown and just the fun of, little kids standing in the street and getting candy and all that fun. And then our town would have crazy days. So the stores would put their things out on the sidewalk and have great sales, and people would just walk up and down the streets and shop, and it was just fun. And we're going to go ahead and clip the corners now. All right, so we have our half square triangle units. All right, so we have our half square triangles laid out according to the diagram here for the star block. So we're going to just go ahead and start putting those together in rows. Okay, so I'm going to just match them up in 2s. And for these 2, these seams nest. So let's put a pin in that. Okay, and these 2 as well. So we have those diagonal nests going here. Okay, there's no nesting here. And for a lot of these, there's nothing to nest. So we're just gonna line those up. The top and bottom rows are the ones that have the nesting seams. All right, let's go ahead and sew. All right, so we've got them in sections of 2. So now we're just going to connect up these other sections here. Okay. Now, since we've pressed toward the blue, both of these are going the same direction. So I'm just going to fold one back and I'm just going to make that nest. Okay. And these ones in the center, they nest. And these ones also nest here. Okay, and our last row, and these ones are not going to nest, so we're gonna have to flip one of those, okay? So I just turned that the one in the back side so that they will nest, okay? All right, let's go ahead and sew. Okay, so we're going to press our rows opposite directions, okay? So we will start with the top row and we're going to just go this way, okay? Okay, there's that one. So now this next row needs to go this way, okay? So we're going to turn it and just go that way. Okay, this next row will go this way. I find it's just easier to press all in the same direction. Right, and then this one goes this way. All right, and where we forced that nest right here, it's just been pressed down and it'll be just fine. Now we're going to go ahead and connect our rows up. Let's go ahead and pin those seams that we nested. Okay, and the other two as well. Okay, and then if we come here to the end, we have seams that are going to nest as well. So we're going to get those diagonal seams. And on this other side as well, we have the diagonal seams that need to nest. Okay, and then you know what? On the other end, or on the first one as well. All right, let's go ahead and sew. And we'll connect up this last seam. Once again, we are nesting our seams. Okay, I can just feel those as they're butting up against each other. All right, and we don't have diagonal seams to nest, so let's sew this last seam. Okay, we're going to go ahead and press, and I'm pressing toward the center here, and then in this center row here, it doesn't really matter which direction. All right, there's our start block. All right, our blocks are finished. I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you soon for another project. Take care.